What's going on, guys? This is Big Worm 380, and we're back in Ark Survival on the PC server. We've gotten a lot of shit done since the last episode. It's been a few days since I've even really had time to record an episode because I've been at work. Chris has gotten a lot done. He's done most of the taming so far, and we still got a shit ton of taming to do. Tons of stuff I want to get. Today, I'd like to go look for a male Ovis. We've got two females. Chris found one, and I found one. We were having a big problem finding them, and did a little research and found the spot where some people were saying they were, and come to find out that's where we both quickly found them. Or I found one pretty quick. I know Chris found one after I kind of told him the general area to look. So I'm going to show you guys where that's at in just a little bit, but first I'm going to show you the base and what we got going so far. Now, this is all Chris's design. He literally drew this up on paper, and like all I was doing was gathering material for him. And most of what this is part of the Castles, Keeps, and Forts mod. That's why it looks like a castle. It's got the rounded walls and stuff like that. It's got the battlements that you can put up top. You know, it's got tons of different building stuff. As you can see, Chris pretty much envisioned this outline. He showed me the rough outline he drew on paper, and he made it just like it is. These floors are the keep foundations. These are pretty cool because you can just go up to them and bring up your wheel with the Y button. I'm using a controller, and you can just switch between all these different kinds after you've made them. There's Hellfire, and that's Dark Matter, Frosty, Wooden. Those are cool looking. But yeah, and these work just. This is not part of the S Plus mod, but these are just like S Plus in that you can pick them up. You don't have to destroy them, so that's cool. I made these one night. I was bored. These are topiaries. These are part of the Eco set of mods. We've got 3 of the Eco. They're more decorations. They're these things here. You've got the Eco Terrariums mod. This one is the one where you can build like the tanks with like the Quetzal, the swamp terrarium, penguin habitat, and these aren't things you actually put the animals in. These are like these things here. This is the island map, I guess, terrarium. And so, in other words, like a Quetzal one may be, I don't know if they're this big or they're like little ones you can set on a table, but they've got like a little Quetzal and it's a terrarium. So they're pretty cool. And then you've got the tech stuff. This has got a lot of different lights. It's got hologram maps, and it's got holographic dinos and shit. It's pretty cool. Like I said, this one is pretty much your decoration stuff. And here's the Eco Gardens mod. This is the one where I built I did the plants, the bushes out there that look like the dinos, the topiaries. And I've got several of those. And this is our main crafting room. So we've got our fridges, generator. And they actually have, I didn't know this, I think in the tech one over here, they may have, one of these mods has the, right here. You got the blueprint for this is a refrigerator. And then I think they have a generator too somewhere. Had I known that, I probably would have made one out of that. I may still make one, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So they got a lot of cool different stuff, just different looking stuff. And since we went with this Castles and Keeps mod, like I said, I'll probably replace that generator, just for the hell of it. I don't know. But we got so much other shit going on right now. That'll probably come later. This is the masonry table. This is, like I said, this is the table that goes with this Castles and Keeps mod. This is what we built all this different stuff out of, or on. And most of the keep stuff is, like I said, stone and raw metal. Some of it, I think, calls for actual ingots. Most of it's raw metal, though. And as you can see, these are all castle keeps and forts stuff. So you got all your gates. I mean, there's not just castles, keeps, and fort stuff like you would do stone and wood tier stuff. I mean, they've got separate folders for every piece. So that's how much different stuff there is. So, pretty damn cool. This is the upgrade station. This thing is ridiculous. I mean, it really is. It's really, really overpowered. I mean, put it this way, I've got a fucking Ascendant Torch with 327 damage. But this here, I don't mind. I mean, this PvE world, and, anybody can make this upgrade table. It's not that expensive. And you just take whatever item you want, say this torch, for instance, and you would just go over here, and you click on it, and this is Ascendant already, so I can't upgrade that anymore. Let's look at this. So, say I wanted to go with this crossbow. You would click on it and then click attempt to upgrade 59 more fiber, which that's a primitive crossbow with 196 damage already. I don't even know how that's possible. This is what I love about all these S plus stations too. You can go to pull resources, and anywhere there's got to be a distance thing, a distance limit, but I don't know what the limit is. But anyway, you just pick the resource you want, the amount. You can type in an amount or click on the all box like I did, and you just hit pull, and it'll bring all the stuff that you did to whatever station. So here's my fiber I just pulled to here from, I think it was in the smithy actually. So that way you don't have to sit and go, oh shit, I need fiber, and go look through everything and find your fiber. You can pull up in that list exactly where it's at and take what you need. So you would just bring all your resources over here that you need, and then we'll click on that again, attempt upgrade. It just upgraded to Ramshackle. So it's got 253 damage now. And sometimes it's kind of a little, it's almost like kind of a little mini game or a gambling thing, because it went from primitive to Ramshackle, which is what you would expect. Now, sometimes what it does is you fail to upgrade it, and you lose 10% of your resources that are in that bench. And I need to look at that, because I'm not sure if when it does it, it's 10% of all the resources or 10% of the resources that go to that item. So, but either way. So, sometimes you can fail and lose 10% of the resources, or sometimes there's a chance that it'll skip a level. So this could have jumped up to Apprentice, actually. And I don't think it doesn't cost you any more materials than it would have to make it Ramshackle. And I'll be honest, like I said, we upgraded, what do I got? I mean, like this pick. This pick is Ascendant. It's 315 damage. Or the pike. The pick I have is 389 damage. So there's a way you can go into your game files and adjust, I think, how much of an improvement you get to make it a little more less OP, but this is an add-on. There's actually 3 parts to this thing that you craft. You craft the station itself, which is the bench. Then this back part that looks like the what do you call it? It's like a hutch on a desk. This is the blueprint station. Now, what you can do is, if you find a badass item in a drop, which I don't know, you're not going to find anything in a drop better than what you can upgrade here at the station. But for instance, this torch. I'm not going to do this with the torch, but this is an Ascendant torch. And you click on it, I can actually break this thing down and make a blueprint of it for this Ascendant torch with these stats. Then we can go back in and build that item off that blueprint. So I already did this once with our rifle that we have. I need to make another one. I forgot to tell Chris about that. I don't know if he made another one. He didn't. If he did, it's not in here. But this this long neck rifle was a primitive rifle that we made, and I upgraded it to this Mastercraft, and it's got 273 damage, and it was going to take more metal than we had to upgrade it to Ascendant, so I just said screw it, that's good enough for now, and I broke the rifle down into this blueprint. Now we have this blueprint, and we can just make as many of these rifles as we want. So that's pretty damn cool. Now, as far as tames, this is our big dino pen. I'm working on that shelf I talked about in the last episode. We've got our, I don't know if I had that up there. That's a S Plus hanger frame. And this is Chris's bird. I'm just going to show you though. S Plus, all the doors by default are automatic. Okay, so this is what's nice about these. You just fly up and it opens for you. All the S Plus doors, gates, and gate frames like this, or hanger frames, they you can set them to like these right here. That we got these inside gates on automatic all the way. You can put them on auto close only. That means you physically have to open the door, but then it'll close behind you automatically, or you can switch it to manual, just like a regular standard vanilla gate door or whatever. Here's our 2 Ovis we found. I found one of these. Chris found the other one. But they're both female, so we need a male. Because what that's going to do is, I'm really looking forward to taming a whole bunch of stuff, but there are some things that we're just not going to need. I mean, so, you know. I want to tame what we need, obviously, but then I want to tame a lot of stuff for eggs to make kibble. But once we get our male, we can start our Ovis farm, and we're not going to have to tame a whole lot of stuff unless we just want to for eggs, because any carnivores tame super fast on these Ovis. I did a video on this before, but I'll show you guys again when we tame something. What I'd like to do is try to get a couple of Gigas at some point, and these are going to be real nice for that. We'll have a bunch of these. We'll have our breeder pair, at least 2, a male and a female, and then we'll have just a bunch set up on the side. We'll get our get a Giga knocked out. By that point, we'll probably have a Quetzal or something, and we'll have, you know, some what you call it? Damn it! Either a refrigerator or a preserving bin, or a couple of them loaded up with this raw mutton you get. And the carnivores tame super fast. Basically, the raw mutton is like kibble for carnivores. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's the base. I think in the next episode, what we're gonna do is go find that male to go with these, because we really need to get that going. That's gonna, like I said, that's gonna help us as far as taming other carnos. And we've been looking and looking and looking, and we finally found the general location where you can find those guys. So that's probably going to be it for this episode. This kind of ran on a little longer than I was planning, and so I'm gonna leave this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you want to join the server, I'm gonna put the links for the mod list and the link for the to join, where you can, the link for the website to join the server. Anybody who wants to join, come on and join. But anyway, guys, like I said, this has gone on too long, or longer than I planned, just showing the base. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.